everyone, I am here for the Chapter 11 assignment, just managing communication and just practicing the interview speech that I'll be giving in front of the audience with our little visual aid here. So let's get started. For my interview topic, I will be talking to you about the conversation that I have with a certain coworker named Steve Chang. My main topic for this speech is basically telling you why animals in captivity is not a bad thing. Now, Steve himself worked a lot with these animals, and he gave me some really good insight that I somewhat knew, but I also didn't know certain aspects of it, so I want to share that with you guys today. Now, Steve worked with the Navy, and he worked with training the dolphins, and normally with that, you have to keep the dolphins with you. A lot of people have a problem with this, but in order to effectively train these dolphins, they have to be in the care of man. Now, while people have problems with it, they also don't know the full extent, so they don't know how well they're being taken care of. They don't know the medical standards that they keep up with, and they only know the broad strokes of everything. Steve himself, he went through a bunch of stuff going through with all these animals. He works with vets very closely, and he told me that they put the utmost care and put the animals first. Because he trained them for the Navy, that actually helps our nation out. It helps us with our security systems. It also helps us with making sure that we have items that are out in the ocean that don't affect the wild populations while we're doing our surveillance for our country. He also worked with other animals as well. So right now I have my little stingray here. He did work with stingrays. He does do a lot of health benefits with them, and you make sure that they're healthy out in the wild. So these little guys are taken care of by him as well. He also shared with me that they are most commonly feared because of the barb. He also told me that there are actual medical benefits to it as well. So the more that we can study these animals, the more that we can kind of get to know them, and that fear kind of escapes from them as well. He also told me that they also have benefits for medical studies that scientists can conduct. So normally scientists don't want to go out in the ocean and bother the wild populations because their results are going to be skewed. They also can't get up and close and personal and test a specific item that they want to test just because the wild populations don't really know what to do. Now, dolphins in captivity, they can be trained to make a sound or a click if they see a certain light, so they can test visual studies and kind of compare them to the wild populations. They can also do that with hearing studies. So I know at SeaWorld they do hearing studies with their orca whales, so they're helping provide more information that they can get to help the wild populations out. So animals in captivity aren't really bad. Steve himself told me that they actually offer quite a few educational backgrounds to this. So it's not a bad thing, and people just need to educate themselves a little bit more about it and talk to more people like Steve, or if they want more information, they should find it out on their own rather than just taking other people's opinion. Thank you so much.